What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. The murder of Tamir Rice by two Ohio police officers, the final decision that's come down, and they have decided that no charges will be brought against these two officers who jumped out and killed 12-year-old Tamir Rice back in 2014. Now, I'm not putting this out there as something that should come as a shock or that should be some big surprise, because it's not a surprise. We've been down this road. We've seen this movie before. We know how it ends, and so this is not to be put out to say, "Well, oh, man, we outraged, we're shocked with it." We understand this, but we can't become just desensitized to it, and we got to continue to bring attention to it, because it's a constant reminder of how corrupt this injustice system is, and how blatantly disrespectful and dismissive that they are to these continual cop shootings of black people. In this particular case, you have a 12-year-old young man who was murdered in a park playing with a toy gun, and even a 911 caller who, he's a different kind of retarded, because he made the call to 911, and in his call he specifically stated that there was a child playing in the park with what he believed to be a toy gun. So that information was not relayed to the officers. So what information was relayed if they jumped out and killed Tamir Rice in under 2 seconds? Now the question is to the 911 caller: if you are calling in to report, by your words, that there's a child playing with a toy gun, why make the call in the first place? That's the whole point. Why make the call in the first place? So now this young man has lost his life because these mentally sick police officers got out and made no effort to assess the situation and possibly diffuse the situation. They jumped right out the car, because there is video footage. We know this happened 6 years ago. There's video footage of them just getting out the car. The door's not even closed before they got out shooting. So one of the officers, whose name is Timothy Loman, he's long since been fired because he lied on his job application to get on in the first place. But he has a history of being what they label to be unstable and not trustworthy with a weapon. So this guy was already playing with a half deck, and these are the type of people that are out here patrolling the streets wearing uniforms as police officers. And again, the United States of America, they just put another notch on their belt by just shaking accountability, shaking it off their shoulders, and just letting the murder of this young man just go by the wayside. And so just a constant reminder to us as black people to not put your all into this system and not believe in that any justice will come. No indictment for those officers is in fact an indictment on this justice system and on this country, man. Because it's just steadily building up, and the more it builds up, the more you'll see. Um, the more it builds up, the more you'll see the decline of this country, because that's how real justice works. That's how justice works in the eyes of the Most High. So just keep your eyes open. But it's sad because this young brother's family, this is the lack of closure that they get. And people can talk about a settlement and all this. Again, I'm gonna say this again, because for some reason you have ignorant people out here who feel as though if the family accepts a settlement and a civil suit from the city, the state, the police department, wherever it comes from, if they accept a settlement, then that's cool. Okay, they shouldn't have anything to complain about. No, I want the settlement and I want y'all to go to prison. I want the police officers charged. But in many of these cases, the officers are not charged, and when they are charged, they usually get off with something real lightweight. So keep your eyes open, man. Keep your eyes open, and never let the memory of people like Tamir Rice and Sandra Bland and those who passed away years and years ago. I'm sorry, those who were murdered years and years ago. Never let those memories fade, because in all of those cases, man, the police officers who murdered them are still walking the streets. Now, this clown got fired for something else, and but he's still walking the street. He's still free. He's still free to pursue and find another line of work, and I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. He'll live his life, have his family, loved ones around him. He'll celebrate birthdays, holidays, do all that. And Tamir Rice would have been graduating from high school this year. So, right on cue, the phone rings. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. And RIP to the young brother Tamir Rice. Peace.